Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but it's been way too hot. Had a week and a half long heat wave from 35 degrees to like 40, so I didn't really want to get out and work on the VL in that heat. Plus I was waiting for parts to arrive. I've got a new fuel pump, high and low pressure, also in tank and out of tank. Got some vice grips so I can get that bolt that was stopping me from getting the passenger seat out. I think this video will have the tank back in, possibly the seats and carpet out. We'll see how we go with that one, and whatever else I can pick out. Maybe have it back down on the ground, and if it runs properly, might be able to move it backwards and mow the grass that's there. And might update you guys on Bella. She's a lot bigger than when you last saw her. So I actually bought a VP pump to try and put in it, so I didn't have to run the high pressure one out of the tank. It ended up having these wires and this plug, and if you have a look at those, if it'll focus, it doesn't actually have that plug, and they're actually little bolts that connect like that. So I'd have to get a VP hanger so I can have different plug up here to suit this, and so I just thought, stuff it, it'll be better to buy a new VL pump and a new higher pressure pump. So what I might do is give this a bit of a clean up, get rid of all this crud that's on it, take that off, put the new pump on and slide that back into the tank, get rid of this as I have a new sock, all the new rubbers and all that stuff for it. Alright, I think I have that all right. It's all connected back up, all tightened down. That was a bit of a tight fit, but I got it. I think that's all seated on properly from how I remember it. So I just got the pump over and into the tank. I think I've got it in right. Looking back at the old video, everything's pointing the right way and it sits in there, so I'm going to get the screws and screw it in. I've got the rubber grommet under there. Screw that back in. I'll give those a bit of a scrub with the wire brush and see how they come out, but they're not looking too good. That's all done, all tightened down, hopefully in the right spot. I guess I'll find it out when I put it all back in. And hopefully that's, was it watertight, fuel tight? Guess I'll figure that out also when I fill it with fuel. Now onto the, I think it's the higher pressure pump inside or under the car, which will be this one, which I think will be a bit easier than changing this one over. That'll do it. Now the other fuel pump, so the high pressure one with some fittings as well, some new plug ends I think they are. Thought I'd get a nice black one, looks pretty good. All different plugs here. So I jumped under and started looking at the plugs. Obviously there's a different, I'm not actually sure why. See a little clip on. I know about pulling these back and in there, attaching these, or what the go is there, but maybe I should have double checked with the pumps. But on the eBay listing it says VL including turbo, main external fuel pump for all the RB30s. But from what I gathered, this one did work fine. So I'm just going to chuck that in and run it, and then if it doesn't work I'll see what the go is with this. But for now I'm just going to chuck the original one back in because it did seem to work, and yeah, we'll go from there because I really want to get this tank in and try and start it. It's all in, all done. I think I got those the right way around as well. Guess we'll figure that out also. What do you reckon? Good chat. I think now get the tank and bring it under and try and hold that up somehow. I'll put a strap in. That's going to be fun. See if I can get that. That's one side done. Tank's almost up. That bolt just needs tightening, and that one needs fixing up because it's a bit on a slant, but it's up. Everything's connected, just not tight. All plugs. I think that'll do me for today. It's getting a bit hot out now. I'm gonna have to go inside and cook myself some dinner or some lunch for tonight, as I'm on night shift again. But I might kick this off again tomorrow, which you'll see probably now. And we are back. Next morning. Got the battery out of the VP. See some redbacks laying eggs in here. I need to give it another gurney out. Hopefully I can get it running and move it forwards soon. So I can move it forwards, give the grass a cut, give it a gurney, move it backwards even. Today I'm going to jump under it, do all the fuel lines up properly, tighten them up, put some fuel in it, then yeah, turn the key and see if it starts, see if all the pumps prime, see if I put it on, all the negative and positives on the right way. And yeah, we'll go from there. I think I've got everything done correctly. I'll connect it up, see if I can hear a fuel pump. If you could hear that, you could hear the fuel pump, which is a good sign. Going to go put some fuel in it, see where that gets us. That's rude. I think I'll put maybe 5-10 litres in, that might be enough. I think this is the moment we try and start it. Well, it wanted to, and then it didn't. I chucked the rest of the fuel in it. An empty canister now. Maybe it was an extra couple litres, maybe 2 or 3 litres. Don't think that's the issue. I don't see any leak. I think I'll have another go, but I can't sit here turning it over for too long as it's the battery for the VP and I can't make it go flat. I'll have work tonight. Don't have anyone to push start me. Wish I could try deodorant somehow. I think I need someone else here for that. Maybe I could just spray a heap down the intake and then try and turn it over. Didn't seem to want to. That's all I can do with trying to start it for now, as the battery's going flat. I have to put it back in the VP and start it, but we'll have to look at that another day. Maybe grab Nathan's help. I think there's enough fuel in there. I'll have to wait for Nathan to come over so I can spray some deodorant down the intake and see if it starts that way. If not, we'll look at spark or look back at the pumps again. I think the next thing I do will be taking the seats and carpet out, which is just that bolt. Then I'm going to jump under, use those new vice grips, undo it, use those vice grips, grab it so I can undo it from at the top, pull the center console out, pull the seats out. Right, it's the next day, Friday, like midday. A bit cloudy out. Haven't done anything to the VL today, but I do have a mate coming over with a 253 and a HILUX, so I'll have a bit of a look at that, and he's got a new exhaust on it, so we'll see how it sounds. I'm a bit tired because I haven't slept yet. Had a little 2-hour nap, but someone asked for a bit of off-roading in the last comments, or last post. Guess this is it. Still on. So I've ended up rounding off the bolt, unfortunately. I think I'm just going to head down to Super Cheap and get an angle grinder. And if I mess up the seat rail, I've already looked on Google. You can buy new seat rails, so if I mess up the seat rail, I'll just buy another one. But I can't really think of anything else to do, unfortunately. I need a grinder anyway, so probably be good in the long run. I'm done asking nicely. Got a Stanley knife, cut all the carpet away. Got my grinder. Brand new one, just got a, I don't even know what brand it is, Rockwell I think. Yeah, Rockwell. Got a huge thick grinding disc, even though it's not a cutting disc, but it'll do. Yeah, I think I'm just going to try and cut the bolt, and maybe cut the tab, get a new rail. See how that turns out. So I got it, finally got it. I nearly started a fire, so I had to douse some water on it, but there she is, still stuck there. Didn't even damage the rail that much, might be able to straighten that out. Now I can rip these seats out, take the center console out, get the carpet out and go from there.